Here's what they are. I did fire burns the film, and movie film is lit on a green screen. Okay, you good? I'm going to start with fire burns the film. All I did was I just clicked and dragged it to the new composition button to make a new composition. You know, that's basically what I got to do. Any questions on that so far? We're going to be covering green screen removal in a couple weeks, but this you'll need to know in advance to be able to use this.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. You all set? So in our effects, type in key, K-E-Y. Okay? And you're going to want Keylight 1.2. All right? And we're going to drag Keylight onto Fire Burns the Film, the actual video clip for it. And Keylight will open up in your effects panel, effects controls. You good there so far?
Yeah.
All right, how Keylight works, we're going to click the eyedropper for screen color, and then click on, there we go, I'm going to click that green, and you can see what's transparent now. See the difference? So what I would suggest doing for this one, this starts with this muddled orange, okay? So I'm gonna hit save. Wherever you're gonna place this in your animation, let's pretend it's at the end here, right? So I can, I'm gonna grab that pre-comp we made. Yeah, it automatically did it. When I dragged my clip onto the new composition button, it made it a pre-comp. Let's say here's the end of your logo. Do you see how I'm dragging my pre-comp so I can see where the film ends? So I'm gonna go to right here. This is where the film ends right there. Okay? So I've got all this extra space on this pre-comp because there was just some dead footage at the end. So I'm just gonna hold down my Alt or Option key, hit my end bracket. So now this is the length I needed for the effect, okay? Good so far? So I'm just gonna drag this till it goes to the end of the timeline, the way I want it to. Now I'm noticing right here, this is before the bubbles start to appear, okay? Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit T for transparency, hit my stopwatch, okay? Then work backwards. Go to the beginning of my clip, and set my transparency to 0. So this happens, the effect starts coming on, and now we're getting this going on, all right? With me so far? So now, here's our conundrum. That should work. Or also, you know what? We don't even need to do that. If you want this to be solid black, you just put black behind it anyway. Once the film burns, you got black.
I was thinking, yeah, like solid.
So we overcomplicate. Okay, so solid white. We overcomplicated. So did you hear that, Brandon?
Yeah.
So as this burns away, it's leaving something. So if we go double click on our pre-comp, here's our green screen removal. I'm just going to add a layer, new, solid, put white behind it because you want white. Do that, just put it at the bottom of my layer stack, jump back to the animation, and let's check it out. So it fades on, burns off, like that. That's step one, or that's the first look. You good? All right, now let's hide that pre-comp, but keep it there. I'm gonna hit save. Let's look at our second one. Movie film is lit on green, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna key it out and then put white behind because that's what you want. So we're gonna drag Keylight onto your video clip. You good so far? All right, we're gonna click on the eyedropper, choose the green from the green screen. I'm checking my transparency, it's there, good. And again, I just go layer, new, solid, white, put it below the film, and then just drag this over top where I want it to end. So this is Fire Burns the Film. Oh no, wait, this is the other one. This is, put that right here. So what I'm gonna do this time is I've got it at the beginning, and I'm just gonna go one frame at a time, page down, until it completely burns off the screen, like that, okay? Hold down my Alt or Option key, hit my bracket to, shorten that. I'm just gonna slide this down until it's at the last frame. So we'll check it out. Now I'm gonna move my playhead forward a few frames until the bubbles start to appear. Okay, they're right there. So I'm actually gonna go to about here. A few frames, animate on my transparency. Go forward. Change it to 0 so it animates on. There it goes, and there's that. So these are two different burn looks. You good with that? I mean, that was easier than once you said you wanted solid white behind it. We didn't have to do any Luma mats or Alpha mats or anything like that. And then to import your project into this, I'm just double clicking here and I'm gonna look for one of your old ones. Right here. I'm just gonna open this one, all right?
All right.
Hit open. And cancel. Scroll down here. Let's pretend this is your background. Let me open this. All right. So we'll pretend this is your character. What color is your background?
It's technically red because of the curtains.
Okay. So
And then when the curtains fade out, I think it's dark purple.
all right. So I'm just gonna make a layer. Layer new, solid. Like a dark red is
Yeah.
good for these purposes. All right, so here's your character, pre-comp, got it? The pre-comp I'm gonna want is noise. All right, so you guys wanna see a little trick real quick? I've got a bunch of sequences and I'm lazy. Here's the fast way of finding something, you ready? I go to my hamburger menu and I click on it. Reveal composition in project. If I click on that, that automatically highlights where that sequence is in my project panel. Even if it's in a folder, it'll twirl down that folder and show you where it is. That's a fast way of finding stuff. Reveal in, and then project, timeline, stuff like that. So here's my noise. I'm gonna go to my character. I'm gonna create a new one actually. I'm gonna go main noise test. And I'm gonna throw my noise in there because we just found it. And I'm gonna go to the beagle, click that little hamburger, reveal, and it's right here. See, that was in a folder, but it found it anyway. So I can drag it there. All right. Your noise is black and the background is white, correct?
It's flipped.
So your noise is white and the background is black. So you've got what I've got. All right. So here's what we got to do. We're going to open your noise. Okay.
Like the actual one.
Yeah, the pre-comp that's all in here. So here's my layers with the noise. So you got black background, white noise, right?
It's flipped.
Yeah. So I'm going to make mine look like yours. I'm going to put invert on my layers. Okay. So that's the first step. So now I've got a white background, black noise, like yours, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to change my blending mode from screen to multiply. Now I can see both my dust and my hair, like yours, correct?
Yes.
So I'm going to hit save. So now when I go here, this is what you're seeing, right?
Yes.
Now, this pre-comp does not have a blending mode on it. Yours doesn't either, right?
No.
So for my blending mode, I'm going to choose screen this time. Nope, I'm sorry, I'm going to try multiply. Multiply. Multiply removed the white and kept the black. So now, yeah, no problem. Is yours working now?
Yeah.
All right, well, there we go. We fixed that one pretty quick. We've got the Luma invert happening. Let's see what happens if we crank up the saturation, just for the fun of it. You know what I mean? Just to try. Nope. All right. Let's try one more. This time we're going to... That's normal. No. Alright. So I'm going to save. I'm going to unshy the original one. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, we could try doing something similar with that same effect in this one. Just, do you like the sideways burn, like, you know what I mean? Or do you like the one we had before? So it's really, you've got that to mess around with because you saw the techniques that I used for it. It's all right here.